Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, it is Monday. I'd say it's the start of a week, but technically the week starts on Sunday in most parts of the world. Calendar resets on Saturday night. But hey, anyway, though, welcome, brand new day. I'm very sorry, no hamster this morning. They're all either asleep or in their nests being safe and all that. Little dumpster, I still do that, which is why I gave him the second name. Little dust mop is doing just fine. He's on the far side of his cage, and I think he's nipping and nicking on seeds and eating, not sure. Little Dr. Snurf is fully asleep on the far side of his cage. Little Thigmo asleep down in his cage. Now Gojira is so silly. I've talked about her a lot because she's silly, and I'm going to talk about her because she's very silly. The other day, she was asleep, kind of in the middle of her cage, just wadded up like a tennis ball, but she must have fallen asleep while doing something because one of her rear legs, instead of tucked in her normal tennis ball mode, was stuck outward, and she was sort of leaning over this direction. So she must have been doing something, getting tired, and then just went and fell asleep right there in the middle of a cage in the open with the lights on. And so that she's got plenty of survival instincts. I went in there to grab her one day, in fact just last night, grabbed too quickly, too predator-like, she freaked out momentarily. So she does have survival instincts, but she knows that this is safe. Last night, I have a bunch of little wooden things for her to chew on and move around and play with. One of them is a bunch of thicker sticks like this thick around, and then there's a wire thing so that you can move it and they'll hold the shape, but it's in an arch. And she went from being in her mason jar to being underneath the arch again. And when I came in this morning, I couldn't see her anywhere. There was bedding inside of her mason jar, but there was no hamster in the mason jar, and there was no hamster anywhere else down there until I noticed little bits of movement underneath the arch. She was underneath the arch. That was her nest. So I went in there, reached in, grabbed the mason jar, shook all the stuff out of it again, put it back inside. Now she's in her mason jar. She was quickly running around, grabbing bedding, stuffing it into her cheek pouches, ran into her mason jar, and now she's in her mason jar. So she'll fill up her mason jar with bedding, not be able to get into it, and then just go, and then give up and go live somewhere else. She is a very, very silly goose. But I don't mind helping out, so I've emptied out her little container, and she's doing good. So even though she's not asleep, she's in her mason jar, and she's doing hamster things inside of her little hamster home. Definitely a good thing. Now yesterday, after my vlog, I had talked about how there was 2 spiders up there. Well, the one of them, the smaller one that I have a parasocial relationship with, so I see her on her orb web. She's tiny. She's like maybe half the size of my fingernail, with legs and all that. And so or maybe about the size, or 3/4. She's a small little spider, but she's got an orb up there, and the juncture between wall and ceiling, and it's here. And so she's on her orb, and I'm glad that she's alive and up there. Again, windows open, bugs all the time. Thank you very much, spiders, for killing and eating the bugs. There had been another spider that had started in that corner and just went roving all over to that corner, and so I figured, it's probably going to eat the one that I really liked. She was really roving. Earlier as in like yesterday, but I was looking up on the wall trying to find her. Couldn't find her anywhere. So I went, oh boy, checked the ceiling, looked up at the ceiling, because spiders love the light fixture in the middle of the room. It's one of those, it's just a bare ceiling, and then there's the fixture, bulbs, and then it's got a thing you can screw in and unscrew for the glass plate that just keeps them from being bare bulbs. And where it is, and where my hamster cages are, and where my chair is, it makes a perfect juncture in my monitors for coming down and building a big orb right in here. And so when I looked up, she had forged from the wall up to there because there's spider webs everywhere. I need to clean off some of the spider webs in here. Largely I don't, because I don't mind the spiders, but you know, I'm gonna walk in one day and stick. So I should probably clean off the spider webs in some places. But it was the spider, she was crawling up on the ceiling there. And so I went, and so got my back scratcher and caught her and then went to the window. Now, you figure, how do you get a spider off of like a back scratcher? Because they've got really clingy feet, and I hook it on web. So how do you get a spider off of something like that? Well, I say I don't kill them, and that's true. But if you just take your spider on a stick about 4, 5, maybe 6 inches above the window frame, and then just go whack, it gets a whole lot of momentum, and then the stick suddenly stops. The spider doesn't. It goes boom out the window. Now, is it going to survive the fall? Probably. I mean, they're very tiny. If you throw a mouse out of an airplane at 35,000 feet, the mouse is largely, they're going to survive the fall. A horse will splash. A horse will break, an elephant will splash, a human being will just die. But a mouse will likely survive because smaller body and all that. It's got a lot to do with terminal velocity. I don't know math, so I can't tell you the what's and the whys, but that's how that works. So, but does the spider, very, very tiny, is it going to survive rolling and bouncing as it goes out the window? Probably, hopefully. But once it's outside, you know, my responsibility toward other life forms is complicated, as are all of ours. Because, as I've said so much, outside of civilization, nature is red in tooth and claw, and if you do not kill, you will be killed. If you do not eat, you will be eaten. So, on the one hand, yeah, I want to save them as best I can, but on the other hand, not killing is kind of an aberration. So, but I like civilization, and I like not killing things, because I don't want to die. I don't want to be killed. I especially don't want to be killed by like being crushed or anything. Which does remind me, I want to talk about this. I have weird, strange ideas for stories that I don't know what to do with. Just little things that are odd and unpleasant. Like if these people, I got an idea of like people caught lost in a labyrinthine thing that they're just trying to escape from. They can't understand it. It's been done a lot. I mean, there's the movie series Cube about people trying to figure out the death traps of the cubes. And so that sort of thing is fairly common. But this is death traps set up by a long alien race. So it's not really death traps. It's just their world. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to talk clearer. I'm going to be getting my upper plate redone here soon, so it should fit more and I'll stop slurring as much around my dentures. I hope. But it's got all sorts of things that are very unpleasant and very fatal for people like us. Like there's one section of room that I've got a couple variations on this. And of course, I think about these when I am trying to sleep, which means I'm actually trying not to think of these when I go to sleep. But of course, your brain, when you try to do things like go to sleep, will come up with things that will horrify you and disgust you or raise up your anxiety levels. Largely on this one, it raises up my anxiety levels, so I really shouldn't, and I try not to think about this. Because one of them is, like I said, there's a room, like 30 feet from one side to the other. And the openings to get into it are like, you've got to get on the ground and scruffle to get in. And then you've got to get to the other side and get down and then scruffle to get out through that one. And you've got to hurry, because when you get in, the ceiling starts coming down. Not wham, wham, wham. Or not even in all chunks, just like tiny little basalt long pencils that come down. The ceiling comes down as like a series of pencils, so that if you happen to be caught there, you don't get crushed. But the pencil comes down, like, say, against the... If you're going forward and it hits this part, a lower part of your head, then you can't go forward. It doesn't move anymore. It stops. But it's also surrounded by billions of other pencils that are coming down. So it doesn't move. So if you can't move, all these billions of pencils come down and you're trapped. Unable to move at all. But the pencils never go back up. Things like that. So being trapped, so thoroughly trapped, unable to move, and, well, no more food, no more water, no more bathroom breaks. Hopefully you're comfortable in that position while you starve and dehydrate to death. So, yeah, stuff that I don't like to think about. But it's a big labyrinthine thing like this. Who knows why? How do they get out? They're trying to do so. But because I don't know a lot about it, I just work with it. And then because it's so itchy and unpleasant, I don't work with it long. And so that idea has been with me for way too long. And I don't know what to do with it other than just something. I don't know. Thumbs up. But I am always working on story ideas. I'm working on a lot of things. I'm still feeling really ill. I did not go walkies yesterday because I went walkies the night before and got rained on and wet. Last night it was raining all day. When I went to bed it was still raining. And so because my sinuses have been really affected and I've been feeling really extra run down and just ill feeling. And today my upper part here is not feeling all that good. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I can certainly hear it. My voice is got a little bit of a burr to it. It's slightly deeper because I'm getting affected in my throat now. Yay! So hopefully I'm not going to get like an actual upper respiratory. Well, this is the lower respiratory. But, and upper. Hopefully I'm not going to get anything lung-based. It's been bad enough that it's up here. I mean, my nose is running all the time, but it's not clogged, thank goodness. I just don't need it moving down here. Ugh. I used to have chronic bronchitis, where I would have it, clear up, be clear for less than a month, and then have it again. And I went through 1 year where it was maybe 2 months I didn't have bronchitis. The rest of the time I was when I was breathing and hacking and coughing all the time. It was horrific. So I don't want that, which means I should probably try and wrangle? Probably figure out a way to get my testosterone shots. Because without testosterone, my immune system just bottoms out. I continue to be much more anemic than I should be. Because oddly enough, when my testosterone is low, I'm very anemic. We give me testosterone shots, I'm not. Who knew that your body was dependent on every single substance that it makes for its continued health? So the fact that for whatever reason, and we don't know why, but my testosterone producing portions of my body largely don't. So yay. Thumbs up for that. But even when my testosterone was at a basically undetectable level, I still fathered 2 children. One of them through my wife having an IUD. So it's not like having testosterone, not having testosterone, there we go, went and damaged me as an individual in any way, shape, or form. So thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now, though with my eyes I do have excellent peripheral vision, so I can actually read a comment without looking at it. So if I do that, I might make a comment on it, but largely I don't. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And there's a range of 20 to 25, because even though I count in trying to angle my hand properly, American Sign Language, with my brain damage from alcoholism, fibromyalgia, depression, and more, I'm amazed that I can remember my name is not Rutherford. I don't know why I keep mispronouncing that. Rutherford P. Farquhar. Maybe I should just say Reginald. It's easier. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Choo Choo Mamalis. I like the name, thank you. Kathy Kisscat, greatly appreciated. Travis Aldrich, thumbs up and thank you. VIDSBYJL, I have no idea how to pronounce that, but thank you very, very much. And George Hennon, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, greetings human, do the twist. Clank New 52, thumbs up and thank you. Elric Mean, I have downloaded your game, going to check that out and play it completely. Yost Nerd, not quite sure, but thank you very, very much, and always good ideas. Xander Martinez, greatly appreciated. Graveyard Blunts, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisner, always good to see you in the comments, and don't listen to people being jerks. People be jerks because they just like being jerks. Waikaka1, thumbs up and thank you. One Time for Real, greatly appreciated. And Othman Tayach, greatly appreciated. Jesteronum, ooh, 2 names, 1 word. George 2000, and hey, we'll have to try. But thank you. I'm getting confused and frightened now. Thank you very much, every single one of you. Jade Victoria, greatly appreciated. Gangster Disciple, thumbs up. And Smoke Crack, thank you. Acorn Addict, greatly appreciated. Adrian Bryan, thumbs up and thank you. Tamara, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Laura Sherwood, thumbs up and thank you all so very much. Greatly appreciated. It's actually getting harder and harder to find 24 hours worth of comments. I mean, I open up 1 page worth and that's almost 24 hours. I'm getting fewer and fewer comments and fewer views. Yay. We can't all be Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or Markiplier, can we? No. Oh well. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, you can check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up for that. Definitely. Well, shuckle my duckle. I've got this video. I've got a couple videos I still have to make, and that's a good thing. So I've still got stuff to do. So definitely a thumbs up. In fact, today's Minecraft Monday, so time to start work on my Minecraft Monday videos. Yay! Definitely a good thing. I do occasionally watch PewDiePie's playthroughs, and I watch Jacksepticeye's playthroughs. I like Jacksepticeye's better because he's not focused on winning. Winning Minecraft. He's more focused on, he's making cool stuff and having fun. Whereas PewDiePie went from, I'm making stuff and having fun to, I'm rushing to the end to, now he sort of doesn't know what to do and you can tell he's not having as much fun. So yay. Thumbs up on that. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do, and hopefully I'll get at least some of it done because it's Monday. Yay. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And I certainly do, excuse me, hope that you have the best possible day that you can have.